Hello everybody, this is a new segment that I want to start doing. It's going to be a weekly segment, basically reviewing everything that's online and that has happened in the past week of Spiral Knights. Now there's going to be a few different sections that we check over, but basically I want to check the socials online. So checking Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, the Discord servers, and probably the Spiral Knights forums as well. That's probably going to be the main spaces. I don't really know where else to check for Spiral Knights related things, but I think that's pretty much it. And I figured it'd just be cool to see what's happening, see if there's anything new out there. Usually there isn't really much new, but it's cool to just get a review of everything. And when I was doing this, the craziest thing, I typed in Spiral Knights into Twitter, and then the third thing is Spiral Knights porn. Which I kind of want to click, but that probably will get me banned. I am so curious as to what this account is. But it is cursed. There's also a fake account, Spiral Knights, with a capital I, which would be interesting, but I can't like open a new tab. Wow, that is strange. I don't think, so normally Spiral Knights, they post whenever there's an update in the game, like events and stuff, and I thought that they would have posted for Lucky Day, but they didn't. So I'm a bit surprised by that. The last post they did is in 2024 for Christmas. So it's been about 3 months since they've posted. They posted a lot for Christmas. 3 posts for Christmas. That's crazy. Thank you for the sub.
A new subscriber has been born.
A new subscriber has been born. It's the Christmas miracle. They didn't post the torture drones either. True, they didn't. So they have been missing. Maybe they haven't been logged onto their Twitter. I will say, the only time they log into their Twitter is when they post. I know this because they liked one of my posts where I added the Spiral Knights account, and they only responded to it, or they only liked it when they made a post. So I'm pretty sure they literally don't log in until they make a post themselves. It's like, replies is nothing. Media, I mean, now you can't see likes anymore on Twitter, so I guess we can't really check. Okay, that's fine. Nothing new on there. I want to see the other account, Spiral Knights, with a capital I. You have crashed your straight. It's literally a copy. Oh god. It's an active account. No, that's actually a funny post. No way Spiral Knights is following me, and then it's mid followed you. Dude, what is this account? Who made this? Oh god, I'm scared to like keep scrolling. Someone out here has been shit posting on this is like last year as well. This is like recent. What is going on? All right, interesting. In Twitter, you can search hashtags, right? I kind of want to search the hashtag. Oh, there's a few artists that have been posting. I know this. I want to share. This guy's been posting some pretty sweet artwork. Ren is taken. He's been doing little mock-ups of people's characters, and he did one of mine as well, which I thought was pretty nice. But yeah, pretty cool artist. Let's shout him out. Good account. And he's pretty much for free making art for people. Sometimes he'll post like, post your costumes from Spiral Knights, and then I'll draw them. That's literally what I did. So I just sent him my costumes, and then he drew it. So pretty sick. He's also, I think this is the guy, I don't know if you guys know about this, he made a Spiral Knights mod in Terraria. I'm pretty sure it's Ren is Taken. Pretty sure this is the guy. With basically Spiral Knights characters in Terraria, so you can play some SK stuff. So that's pretty neat. Does he ever like hashtag Spiral Knights? What is Twitter? Dude, Twitter is... I don't ever really want to be checking Twitter, to be fair. What if we search this? Here we go. March 4th. That's a while ago. I guess it's saying top. Let's go latest. There's going to be... Oh, Nardi Naz. The Titanium Warriors posting. It's all just Nardi Naz. That's so funny. It's just all of the Titanium Warriors posts. Go off, Queen. Okay, Wounds back in there. Ano. I don't know how to say its name. It's got a G in there, but I think it's silent. I think it's just Ano, people say. Ano Goman. Damn. Alright, not really anything crazy on Twitter. Let's check Reddit next. So Spiral Knights, r/Spiral Knights, twitches uncomfortably, and it's a spoiler. This is scary. Oh, what the fuck? Vitapod. I was scared. I was like, do I click into this? That's so funny. Paris Hilton Vitapod. I gotta read the comments on this one. What the hell? What's disturbing about it? Yeah, it shares the name of the in-game item, but still. Okay, I don't think this guy gets the joke. How many hearts does it give, though? Oh, that's funny. Tips for Office Fiend levels. I literally died to this today. I need tips on this. I have no idea what it is with these levels. My gear is good, but they're always so tanky and just use /spam to overwhelm you. I end up regularly spending energy and sparks of life just to struggle my way through levels with them and loathe having to deal with them in any of the mainline story missions /arcade levels. It's awful! If anyone's got tips to deal with them, and specifically them, please tell me. I'm at my end of rope here. God, he's at the end of his rope over Fiends in Spiral Knights. Oh god. I hope he's okay. Fiends are designed without lag in mind. True, I agree. Stay at range and close to those little bosses, the fastest way to get it done in, speaking as a player from the game's earliest days. That's also true. I don't know what's with Fiends being the most annoying to deal with. Tier 3 wolves dodge bullets often enough to prefer melee for dealing with them, but they're child's play once you know the patterns. Nowhere on the level of deadly like Fiends. It gets worse with overtimers. It's one of my main gripes of the game. Also the wave of tier 3 rocket puppies in the third round of arena levels. Why? Get a Rift Locker or a Gilded Griffin just so you can spam back at them. Auto target off. Yeah, I will say with Fiends, you don't want auto target on because they dash around so much, and I think it throws off the auto target. So you kind of have to like lead your shots and shoot where they're going to dodge a lot of the time. Rift Locker is good. Or you can just build a Dark Bribe Barrage and then just tank all the damage and just kill them really quickly. The biggest thing is that you don't have to engage them and that you can back away and drop bombs or spray them with bullets. Also, if you use shadow damage, they'll take less damage, allowing you to inflict more point on them when you're comfortable with torturing Fiends. This guy is evil! The green ones should be pierced, however, as they enjoy the pain. Insane. Here we go, Dark Bribe Barrage will solve all your problems. My recommendation, if you don't have a suitable enough piercing type weapon, it is best Elemental Sword. Yeah, I just use my Combuster for them. Fiends moves quick, so the only thing you can really do is move just as quickly. Yeah, it's pretty much all... It's either like Dark Bribe Barrage, piercing guns, staying away from them, and then, yeah, like... It's kind of all the same advice. Movement is absolute key. Never run straight at them as they're just asking to get slammed by a stationary or an axe. The thing is though, even if you dodge sideways, I swear they lead their shots too. I swear sometimes they shoot at you, but they shoot to the side of you. So even if you try to dodge, like sometimes you just get hit by the RNG. So I don't even know about that tactic either. This guy's an Australian, just gotta kite the cunts with briefcases until they attack. Then you've got a solid window, that's sick. Just use Blitz, fire emoji. Nice. Anyone want to roleplay it? Okay, interesting. Anyone found a similar game? I think I've looked at this kind of recently, these ones. This is definitely not within the past week. Within the past week, we've had one post, which I would say is a banger. I liked it. Where did my like go? The Vitapod. That is so funny to see that. All right, cool. The Reddit, it's 4.6 thousand people. There's not a lot of people in the Reddit, but it actually gets pretty consistent posts. There's also some periods, like I swear, sometimes it's like a post every few days. Like it's actually a somewhat active Reddit, surprisingly. I do want to check the YouTube as well, but we'll probably check the forums. I have the Cyber Monday still linked. That's my my go-to for the forums. What's on here? Announcements. The last announcements was this month. Was that Torture Jones? Was Torture Jones this month? Made the Luck Nights. Oh no, that's for the luck boxes. Wow, that was the 11th. That's like 2 weeks ago. I thought it was just last week. Never really much announcements. There's this general discussion. There was a Exelius. He ran a Chroma event giving away some stuff. Actually, a sick prize. He gave away a Scaredy Chromalisk, which I don't know if you guys know what that is. Scaredy Chromalisk, Spiral Knights. It's a guild hole thing. It's pretty much a Chromalisk in your guild hole. It's sick, and it like moves around and goes invisible when you're far away. And it runs away from you. So if you go walk up next to it, it gets scared and then runs away in the guild hall. It's so cute. Actually a banger gift. It's like 1 million crowns plus. Like, it's very expensive. Exelius went hard with the prizes here. I did actually get to go to this event. I came, I think, 3rd or 4th. I got Regal Doggy Tail, I think is what I got from the prizes. Yeah, pretty cool. I got 3rd. Jivalil, Looney, and then Ariev. I didn't stay for round 2 because it took a long time to get the prizes distributed, and I was like, yeah, pretty nice. Long time follow-up. Pink Tigress has been posting about this for a little bit. So, Grey Havens. This is from the Black Cat ban. It's been a long time now. Back then, when all of these people from the community got banned, and supposedly for no reason, we've been asking, like, the Pink Tigress, the people who got banned, they've been asking, like, why did we get banned? What's the actual reason for it? And they just haven't been responding. So then Pink Tigress made a post on the forums asking for clarification, because she had been emailing Spiral Knights, like Grey Havens, for months to no responses about it. So then went to the forums to post about it. They deleted the post from the forums to try to hide it away. So then Pink Tigress just made another post, and it's still there. Just like trying to get a response from Grey Havens. Don't think it's going anywhere. It's been over a month, still no response. I think they're just going radio silence on it. It's a little bit awkward. I feel like Grey Havens is in a weird spot with the community at the moment. They've been in a bad spot with the community for a while, but I think the recent Margle ban stuff has kind of exacerbated that a little bit. What else is there? Nothing really too new. This was 10th of March. There's not really a lot on the forums, I gotta say, like, generally speaking. Yeah, the next most recent is this thing, which... Spinning for variants. Before I start my million crown spinathon, is there a best way? Wait, actually, I'm curious about this. Rolling for new variants. The bonus you can get for guns and swords, blah, blah, blah. If you're looking for a godlike UV roll, you should be re-rolling the 2 UV ticket over and over again until you get ASI high and CTR very high on your weapon. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I can't see a reason why someone might want to be rolling for 3 UV. True. Oh. Bop has made a wiki post about rolls. Expected cost is a term of probability. What the hell? I did not know this existed. Okay. A low UV roll is a 70% chance, medium 22%, high 4.6, very high 2.5% chance. Single UV strategies, 1 UV tickets. Dude, this is crazy. I need to look at this properly. There's a lot to unpack here. So I'm guessing this is like figuring out generally how much crowns you can expect to spend to get a unique variant, but I don't really get what this is. To get CDR plus 3 or better on a sword costs about 2 million. There's no way. CDR plus 3 or better on a sword costs about... That doesn't sound right. Your optimal punch strategy is to purchase 1 UV tickets until you get that UV. The following table shows the expected cost of this strategy. For example, to get CTR plus 3 or better on a sword costs about 2 million. But then what's the plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4 here? This don't make sense. But maybe I'm just confused. That's for low plus. So maybe 2 plus 3 plus 3 is medium plus. I mean, that's what I was thinking, but Okay, I think what's happening is he's saying to get the unique variant that you want, right? Because there's a bunch of unique variants that you can have. So at minimum, you're rolling 160,000. What's that? 160,000 divided by 20,000. That's just 80,000, right? 8 rolls. Sorry, 8 rolls, yeah. So 8 rolls to get the unique. So I'm guessing there's 8 different unique variants that you can get. So then 8 rolls per unique variant, and then it just goes up for the higher tier cost. That's ridiculous, though. There's no way anyone's rolling, like for a CTR high, for example, for 2.2 million. The odds have to be better than that, because how is anyone making any money? Like for very high? Are you kidding me? 6 million for one unique variant? Like that's insane. And then for a second UV, 20 million? No. I don't. This is crazy. 10 million for 3 UVs. There has to be some sort of mechanic in the game, because I swear it's not this expensive. It might be, but pretty sure it's not. To be fair, the data is only in the hundreds. Yeah, for rolling, it's not actually that large of a set of data. I didn't know this existed though. This is pretty cool. I kind of want to save that. I might bring that off just so I can look at it another day, because that's pretty sick that he worked on this. But yeah, I agree with this method. In general, you should use the 1 UV tickets till you get a UV that you want, then lock that, and then use 2 UV tickets to get the next one, and then lock that, then yeah. Basically, when you roll, you shouldn't roll 2 UV tickets to get the 2 UVs that you want. You should spend the crowns on the cheaper tickets till you get the first UV, then spend crowns to roll the second UV using the more expensive tickets. That was all general discussion. Is there anything newer here? February. I'm not going to look at anything that's not in March. I mean, obviously, the bazaar. There's people always selling stuff. Goose hasn't been in the game for a while, right? I haven't seen him on. So I don't know if his thing has been updated. Wait, did Goose get banned? Oh no, it's sticky. What? Buying recipes. Oh no. Okay, no. That's Goose has replied there, but he hasn't. The Goose Caboose. Okay, no, he's just down here. Okay, I was gonna say. Yeah, interesting. There's a game out for people who enjoy Spiral Knights PvP. Asurajang. What is that? Spiral Knights PvP. Let's look at the gameplay. I should just go full screen here. It has O servers as well. It looks kind of interesting. Let's see. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of that Pokemon MOBA that you play on your phone. Kind of that kind of vibe. But I somewhat see what you're saying. It's a top-down camera view. It's just opening boxes. Can I see some actual fighting? It's WASD movement. It actually looks kind of nice. Like, that looks clean. Little dodge rolls. It doesn't have the smooth rotation that Spiral Knights has, where like when you turn, your character turns. This has like, you face different directions. It just snaps. Which is still fine. In terms of gameplay, it doesn't really do any difference. This looks like my type of game. I'm not gonna lie, this looks pretty fun. Like, fixed camera state. Good movement, I guess, and all the abilities kind of give you movement too. Cool game. Thanks for the recommendation, Kugo. I like that. That's nice. Oh, I might need to check it out. It's just released about 30 minutes ago. Oh, like brand new, you mean? Okay. Insane. I'm not gonna check the bazaar. Like, what are we gonna look at the bazaar? This isn't about buying stuff. Let's move on. So, YouTube. Let me get back my music. Sir Jinxable has posted a pretty long video, 31 minutes. I haven't watched this one yet. But it is with Sir Jinxable. Dude, Sir Jinxable's the OG GOAT. little bit of a rabbit Snarlax Shadow Lair. Oh, it showed the arcade section too.
Maybe it is. Maybe it is. We have a Lycanus layer over there, so it might be good.
Fully edited video.
I thought you said I integrated.
The icons for the people. Kinda nice. Why is it clipped off though? Why is the screen smaller? Cool. I gotta watch that. Hello Vog. If I don't make a blue and green sprite, what do you think their abilities would be? I mean, I would say poison for the green, but it really is one that does poison. So I'm not too sure. I think this is like a Russian player. What is this? Juguando. Starting soon. Oh, dude, that's the most classic Sparanites type of vibe. Bit of PvP. 2 days ago. Live stream. What is it? That's clean. I like that thumbnail, the icon. Waiting for. What? March 25. That's like 2 days ago. What do you mean I'm waiting for it? It happened. Why can't I watch it? I gotta up my assets. That's a nice screen. What if I like go into his account? Oh god. Alright, I don't know what's happening here. Anyway. Tier list compounds. Oh yeah, this dude. Love this dude's videos. This guy's been making... It's like not a Sparanites YouTuber. He makes other types of videos. He's got like 11,000 subs, and then he's been doing, on his shorts, he's been doing a series of Sparanites levels.
Compounds.
Ranking the floors.
I hate it so much. Easily the worst level type. The reason,
agreed.
These tiny guys, they spawn in giant groups and they are the most annoying thing in the world. All of them are so frustrating to hit. They're everywhere and they never drop anything. The worst part is, more often than not,
so true.
You can't even one-shot them. They spawn in huge groups. Sometimes they respawn infinitely, but they still might take 2 or even 3 hits to stomp out. This is partially due to the fact that playing on the hardest difficulty is basically required if you want any decent loot. Speaking of loot, there's no money to be made here. Half of any compound level is just filled with these mini guys that give you nothing. It's not like there's a particularly high number of boxes here either. This place is way too annoying to play and you don't get much for playing it. F tier. Compounds.
Banger. I love this little series that he's doing. It's kind of sick. Shout out this dude. Yeah, a lot of little PvP videos. There you go, there's another one from him. Pretty cool. Gino made a video. Stop posting about Firestorm Citadel. Dude, I love this.
Stop posting about
Firestorm Citadel.
I'm tired of seeing it.
Dude, Gino and his meme videos.
On Discord, it's fucking... I was in a
Guild.
right? And
hey, look, it's us.
all of the channels are just the...
Lord Vanadu.
I showed my girlfriend in the logo. I flipped it and I said, "Hey babe, when the
Play South.
I wish I had the beautiful mind of Gino, man. The videos that he makes, the cuts that he put together are so good. Shout out that man. All right, that is pretty much everything that I wanted to see online. I am just going to quickly hide my screen for a second. I want to go to Discord, but I've created a new account for Discord as well on my one of my old accounts, Igris the Red, following from the solo leveling. One of those dudes. But yeah, we can check out the Discords in Sparanites as well. I don't think there's really going to be too many announcements. I know Night Launcher Discord, this one's been actually not that long ago. 22 March. This is technically actually this week. They've introduced some like role stuff. It's not actually anything new for us, I guess. It's more pertinent to the Discord. Do like Night Launcher. Always check the announcements here. There's been a lot of talks about an upcoming gamer date update. More preparations for the upcoming... Dude, I can't talk. More preparations for the upcoming game update. So I'm very curious as to what this will actually end up being. But yeah, supposedly Night Launcher is not going to be updated until then. And there's going to be changes that will affect Night Launcher as well. So we'll see. We'll see. Pending Sparanites update. Very rare soon. The Furnace, this is a grinding server for Spiral Knights. I don't really know what too much they would post about. I guess they post about the events that happen, but I think most servers post about this. We could check the general chats. I got a wave from Teaspoon. Shout out Teaspoon the goat. Spiral Knights videos. It's just gonna be me shilling myself. Yeah, it's just me. Powerpuff Girls beat Vanna in 9 minutes. This was a banger. A sub 10 Vanna run. But then it's just the Powerpuff Girls. Sick idea.
These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect little girl. But Professor Utonium accidentally added an extra...
Kind of sick. Thetya. Does anyone know about Project Thetya? This is a community version of Spiral Knights, basically. So if the Spiral Knights servers ever do get shut down by Grey Havens, then supposedly Thetya is going to come in and they're going to have a backup version of Spiral Knights that we can play. But there hasn't really been any updates too much recently. There's a fair few people on here though. They gave some updates at some point, or like a preview, I thought. Maybe not. Development? There we go. Yes, development. A quick liner, you know, we haven't gone under the rock. We're still hammering away at the emulator, taking things step by step to make it playable. And we're looking for screenshots, and this is like one of the screenshots that they've got. It sounds like an emulator for Spiral Knights. Oh, it's pretty cool to have this going on. But I don't think there's really anything new here. Coochie coochie coo. Okay. the classic. Cosmo's Backpack, the server that posts about all things in terms of selling things. There's a few community events. What have I missed out on? Margot fight. What is this? January? But yeah, there was a farming event that was posted at the start of the year. Farming in Vanajuk, but that's long past now. There's posts about the energy market. How has the energy market been doing, actually? We're at 5,200 crowns per 100 energy. That's pretty stable. The past few weeks, it's been 5,100, 5,200. There was a little period where it was going up. It was like 5,500 not that long ago, but clearly I don't see it. 5,400 here. But it dropped down pretty quick. What's going on? And between these days, it'd go up to like 5,400 and then drop to 5,200 and just kept swapping. For a while, it looks. But yeah, I think the energy market's been pretty stable for a long while. Special listings. What have we had? Oh! The 16th. 16th of March is the last time that we had a special listing on the supply depot. We thought that they were going to do that like every single day, and they were doing that for a while. They had like months where they did for a while. Now it's 3 months into the year, and now they've really stepped off. We haven't had one for... How long is that? That's got to put it like... Okay, 16th. Almost 2 weeks without a new item in the supply depot. That's not great, I would say. Yeah, I love this server. There's a lot of like channels about selling stuff, buying stuff. If you are ever like not sure what prices are for things, you can use this server to find out. It's a very handy server. Very good. Got like price logs for everything. So you just Control F and then search through and see if you can find an example for yourself. All right, the arcade announcements. I think there shouldn't be much here either. Casinos, that was a few weeks ago now. With QQQ boxes, 50E. A couple of different ones. There's a Spiral Knights chat. This is like the biggest Spiral Knights server, I think. Although, people did branch off to go into the Haven one. Because some dramas that happened with this one. So, I'm not sure if they are the biggest anymore, but it's a pretty big one. Okay, nothing too crazy. I think really with the Discord servers, I think mostly, unless there's something that I'm really missing, it's usually just posting whatever's been updated from Spiral Knights' end. But there might be some new stuff in here, but I don't really expect much. Creations, people make posts in here. It's kind of cool. Sparkle Kill did make a video. I do recommend people go check that one out as well.
How do I...
Defining weapon types. Pretty good stuff. Sparkle Kill, he's been on a grind with Spiral Knights content. He's been posting pretty consistently. Actually the GOAT at the moment. Like, a video a week almost. Like, he's slamming them out. He's doing really well. Shout out Sparkle Kill. Almost 1,000 subs as well. Love that dude. Nice man as well. Good guy. Alright, I think that wraps it up for me. I don't know what else we're gonna go through. I think that covers everything. We went through Twitter, we went through YouTube, we went through Reddit, we went through the Discords, we went through the Spiral Knights forums. I think we've done everything that we can online. Nothing too crazy in the past week. Just you know, a couple random posts here and there from different people, but I don't think there's been any events. No supply depot listings, which I thought is kind of surprising. I haven't really been tracking that, but it's almost been 2 weeks without a supply depot listing. I did not realize. Kind of sad. One way that you can know of the yearly rotation of things is basically just go on the main Spiral Knights page and then go back to see what was posted around the same time last year. These events, they're on a rotation, so you can always know when the next one's going to pop up and which one it should be. And then there's a couple like specific ones that happen at set times. April 3rd was a total catastrophe, so yeah, you're right. It should be soon. I think this is also on the wiki, and then the wiki gives extra dates. It should tell us during catastrophe. It should tell us when events were held. 4 April, 3rd April, 2 April, 1 April, 30 March, 31 night to 29 March. So we'd probably get it this weekend to next week. Like, if they run it a little bit early, it might be this weekend, but most likely it'll be next week, because next week will be the start of April. But yeah, I think that should be the next one. And then we got Equinox. March 28. Ooh! Wait, that's so soon. That should be tomorrow then. Like, it might be 2 days for me, actually. But that's sick. I've been waiting for Equinox to come around. I need to buy a shit ton of boxes, because I need the tickets. Oh, I didn't realize. That's very soon coming up. Okay, cool. And we missed a promo at the start of the year. They meant to drop a new box, but they tried and then it broke. So we just missed out on a promo. So that was kind of sad. So pretty much we have Equinox, a total catastrophe, and then it's about another month to get the next event, which should be the next in the rotation. I'm not sure if it is Cats. It was at this time last year, but it might be different. We might be at a different point in time. Because that kind of matters.